Last night, Yankees Royals, things got chippy. Emotions were high and feelings were hurt. As you see, we had a benches clearing brawl. Of course, game 4, Yankees lead the series 2-1, potentially eliminating the Royals on their home field. And New York would waste zero time to get after it. Gleyber Torres, he's going to hit a double to lead off the game. The first pitch, as he'll slide into second safely. Next up, Juan Soto. That is just the third pitch of the game, and already the Yankees are up 1-0. Not a ton of scoring in this series, but there you go, early. Gerrit Cole was phenomenal in this one here. He was mowing down hitters all night. He'd have himself 2 quick strikeouts in the first inning. He was in command all 7 innings of work. Here, Maikel Garcia with a runner on first base. Tough ground ball for Jazz to field, but he gets him out. Next up, easy, high cheddar as the Royals strand 1. Then in the 5th, Gleyber Torres again. A big opportunity for him, runners on the corners, and he delivers. Going to deposit this one the other way. Yankees up 2-0. Already in the 5th, do or die, here comes the closer, Lucas Erceg, and he would get Juan Soto to get under this ball and get out of the inning. So just 2-0. It is definitely within reach for Kansas City. A beautiful curveball from Cole ends the Royals' threat in the 5th. Top 6, here's Judge. He's been horrifically bad. .077 batting average. We know his postseason struggles within the past couple of years. Well, he's got a double right here. A charge at a left center gap. AJ can move. That's an easy double for him as the Yankees get a runner in scoring position with nobody out. That brings up the man who was so hot last night, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got himself yet another run batted in, and it's 3-0 New York. Now here's where things get weird. In the bottom of 6, Maikel Garcia is batting. He would get himself an opposite field single. He's on first. Then a ground ball to first baseman John Birdie. The throw over is just in time. They get the tag and a double play. And then Volpe and Garcia would chat a little bit. Volpe patting him on the back, and that is where we get some jawing. Other players come over, Jazz and Gleyber telling him, get off the field, just get out of here. Maikel's talking, more Royals are talking, and here both the benches and the bullpens would clear, and they'd all meet at the center of the diamond. More chatting, more jawing. Jazz Chisholm in the mix. Of course, Royal fans have been booing him all series. So we got a brawl, but nothing really happened. Just a lot of talking and saying they're going to do something, but nothing actually happens. Everything de-escalated in about a minute and a half. Now, this could stem from Jazz. He's been talking. He said after the Royals won in Game 2 that they just got lucky. And then Maikel Garcia said on Twitter, don't celebrate too early after they chased out Carlos Rodon in Game 2, saying we don't fear anybody. Yeah, kind of a lame clearing of the benches. Just a bunch of social media talk and nothing really happened. Now, looking at the play again, you see that Maikel Garcia does slide late. I mean, that is the definition of a late slide right there. And it puts Volpe in kind of a weird situation. Now, he does get his forearm kind of at the collarbone area of Maikel Garcia. But I think a lot of that has to do with it being a late slide. I mean, the play is live, and Volpe needs to tag him in order to get the out. So I don't know if that was the big issue there, or if it's just been boiling over from the Twitter fingers and, you know, these guys are just looking to get upset about something. I'm not really sure, but it was definitely a kind of weird benches clearing. Anyway, we always talk about how these things can energize teams. Well, there you go. Bobby Witt Jr., he's been very cold this series. He's got himself a base hit, and then the Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino, he's going to drive this one towards the gap. Bobby can fly. That's going to score the Royals' first run of the game, and here you go. The KC crowd is ignited, and they've got something going. Runner on second base for Salvador Perez, but a great cutter from Gerrit Cole gets into pop out, and that's going to end the threat and more or less end the game because the Yankees bullpen has been so dominant. 0 earned runs in 14 and 2/3 innings pitched. Luke Weaver is on for the save, and yet again, he is dominant. Gets 2 quick strikeouts. Down to the last hope, Yuli Gurriel is going to fly this one over to Aaron Judge in center field, and the New York Yankees have won it. They're heading on to the ALCS, and they're going to face the winner of the Game 5 Cleveland and Detroit matchup. So great perseverance by the Yankees. They did not look 100%. The offense is going to have to be better, but their pitching was so dominant that they got out of it. Then for the Royals, it's tough to be too upset. They were a 100-game loser the year prior, and then they made it all the way to the postseason. They won a series. So I think they have to look at their lineup. It definitely needs help. You know, obviously, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, those guys didn't perform as well as you'd like to, but bottom line is they're going to have to improve offensively in order to compete.